Hi everyone, welcome to G-CMO Spotlight. My name is Noah Houston and I'm the Community Manager at G-CMO. G-CMO is an exclusive invite-only community of top marketing executives from global companies, startups, and venture capital funds. And the purpose of Spotlight is for you to start getting to know our community members a little bit better. And I'm super happy to say that my first guest is none other than Nadia Hitman, VP Marketing at JoyTunes. Hey, Nadia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for joining me today. Let's start with JoyTunes, where you're working at now. Can you please tell us what your company does in one sentence?
So JoyTunes, what we're all about is bringing music learning and playing to everyone, all homes around the world, across all instruments for all ages. I like to say it's the Netflix for music learning.
What type of industries have you worked?
So like over my marketing career, I've always worked in consumer global companies. And within that, I have worked for consumer global FMCG brands like Unilever, P&G, Mills. And since being in Israel for the past 10 years, I've transferred that over to doing the marketing for consumer global startups.
And what type of products did you launch during your career?
Okay, so like, first of all, it's probably going to reveal my age and make me sound a bit like a dinosaur. But put that aside, during my career, I've been really lucky to launch some amazing firsts in the market. So for example, I launched back in England when I worked on household brands. I launched the first internet radio, which was super cool and a bit like techie.
Wow.
Which was very revolutionary at the time. This whole concept of there's a radio that music comes out of it. And it's not tied to a channel, it's on the internet. Yes. I've also launched the first coffee pod before Nespresso existed into the market as well. Yeah, and then in the startup worlds, I launched the first group video calls for a company called Fring, which was super cool, and that was even before iPhone had the front-facing camera, so it was super innovative. And at JoyTunes, I've been really fortunate to launch an app that teaches you to learn to play the piano for millions around the world. So it's been quite varied.
And what is your total years of marketing experience?
Oh, again, with the revealing how long, but it's now amounted to 20 years.
That's a nice round number. Something to be proud of, I would say.
Own it.
Exactly. And what about the total of how many people you managed throughout your career?
So typically I've always collaborated with teams of around, from 5 team members up until around 15. But I think if I think about it in a total, it's probably around 30 in total.
What would you consider the top 3 most interesting countries you ever marketed to?
So US, obviously, UK and China, and they all have their different cultural nuances that obviously you get to grips with as a marketeer.
What about the most significant or common challenge do you face in your industry, and what do you do in order to really face it head on?
Sometimes you don't necessarily have a shoestring budget just because there isn't budget. It's because you need to prove the impact first on light tests before you then go and roll it out and do like it even bigger. And so the way that I like to think about it is applying the agile methodology to actually marketing. And it's possible. Start lean and mean, prove the impact, and then like onwards and upwards.
How do you enrich your professional knowledge?
So I like to read a lot. Like there's many different like Medium articles out there. Also like talking to other like-minded marketing professionals is like super valuable. That's why I love the G-CMO community. Also I listen to a lot of marketing podcasts as well, because I don't like dead time. So like when I'm commuting, it's absorbing something new.
Okay, and is there maybe a specific marketer that you follow that you want to share with us that maybe we should also follow?
So I think I have two. Like if I was to choose one, it would be Dave Gerhardt. I follow him a lot on LinkedIn, and he just has like really inspirational, thought-provoking posts. And also actually Udi from the CMO from Gong, he also really like has great content that he puts out, and it's very worthwhile reading.
Okay, duly noted. What do you enjoy doing with your loved ones?
So I'm not the type of person that will sit on the couch and be like a cat sofa potato. I like to get out, and so I'd say that like I have 3 kids, and we like to get out and explore, create new adventures.
Well, we're not really able to go outside of the country right now too much, but what would be your #1 destination to visit?
Morocco.
Morocco.
For a long time. Yeah, I've always wanted to visit Morocco, and I'm actually married to an Israeli from Moroccan descent. So like, I think it's like due for us to go. No.
So let's finish up. If you could please complete the sentence. For me, G-CMO is.
For me, G-CMO is like having a sounding board full of brilliant marketers. It really is. It's my second home for marketing.
Well, that's quite a note to end on. Thank you so much, Nadia, for joining me today. It was wonderful having you, wonderful getting to know you. Hopefully, everyone watching knows you also a bit better by now. Great. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you tune in to the rest of the episodes we have lined up for Spotlight, where you'll get to know even more of our community members at G-CMO. Bye-bye.